Hey, what's up, guys? So, Jack in action here with something new. Haven't done this before. We're gonna be looking at an app game. I don't usually do this because I don't usually play a lot of app games, but this one I've been playing pretty much religiously for over a year now. This is called WWE Champions. It's kind of like Bejeweled Blitz, with a twist of wrestling, professional wrestling, of course. So you're gonna match gems for moves, and I'll show you all this later. But for now, I just want to give a quick shout and show you the faction I'm in. I am in the faction Last Legion. Shout out to that clan. I keep calling it clan because I play. What the heck? Ooh, faction lockbox. That's pretty big. I'll explain that later, probably. Actually, here. Lockboxes, and you get stuff out of lockboxes. These don't come around often. So for this one, you can get that. The more you play and the more your faction battles, the better rewards you get, obviously. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to talk about that. So there's things in feuds. There's oh my god, there's things in faction called feuds, where you go against other factions, and we did decently well. We got 12th. We were hoping to get 11th to get a better reward for prizes. You can see here that takes a while. The higher you place, obviously, the better rewards. It was Vader for a character you can unlock, and for 11th, you could have got a 1-star gold instead of 1-star bronze. So I got the 1-star bronze, which I'm not upset about. At least I got him. At least I have Vader. I worked my ass off. I got over our faction's minimum requirement, so I did my part. I think everyone feuded as hard as they could. That we all did as good as we could. I've been in like 3 other factions. One, when I started, I was in a faction that we never placed top 100. There was no way. Another one, which is always going to be one of my favorites, I was in, was called Tenacity or Glorious Union. There were so many good guys I'm in there. Some guys I actually still talk to. I learned a lot about the game itself from those people, and it was great to get to know people on there. And then shortly after, people will say, well, I sold out. Because that Tenacity and Glorious Union did not place in top 20 a lot. And my roster, my talent, I felt like I could have done more, given more. I wanted to try and chase something better. So I went to a different faction called Last Legion, and we've been placing top 12, top 11 quite frequently. But enough about that. That's a lot all at once that you probably don't care about, and that's fine. I'd like to show you guys my roster. So this is probably closer to a tier 3 or tier 2 roster. I could use definitely better superstars for gold, and I could use also an acrobat for gold. So I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell is this thing you're calling acrobat? These are different classes. So wrestlers have different classes, as you can tell by the background color of each of these wrestlers. So like Bray Wyatt here and Stone Cold Steve Austin have black in the background because they are called strikers. They have high gem damage, especially with black gems. We have Andre the Giant here, who has a yellow, and Enzo Amore has yellow. People like The Rock and John Cena have yellow background as well. So Andre the Giant, Showboat on top right there. He has very high health, and so he's aggressive. He has a choose gem move that is just freaking killer. It'll end somebody very well, and charges that yellow, and whatever gem charge they had, they lose it pretty much right away. So in Stardust here is something called Technician, Stardust and Alberto Del Rio. These guys, I'm not exactly sure what their primarity is. I think like there's a lot of submissions technicians, but Stardust is one of the best if you have what's it called, Jerry the King Lawler as a trainer, because he charges these blue moves, and as you can tell on the bottom here, there's a choose gem to making the green gems move. It's very much like extremely powerful. Like if you just look at the green gem damage, if you could imagine about like 6 of those, that's a lot of damage. And with Alberto Del Rio as a trainer, you get to choose even more. So that's over like 10,000 gem damage right there. My personal favorite, the one I use all the time to clear boards fast, get through a tour fast, is Big Cass. He's a powerhouse, so he has very like high damage moves, and powerhouses mostly get these things called blast gems. Blast gems clear areas all around it in a square, one area in a square, and I'll show you that in a little while. As you can see, I can choose 3 with him, but with Rusev as trainer, I can generate 3 more blast gems. And as Bray Wyatt as a trainer, my black moves are charged 4 spots. So after one black gem match, I have that move instantly built up, put the blast gems on the board, and it's over. So I'll explain more of that later, and I'll show you guys one match. There's obviously a lot of different superstars you could get. They have done a great job of like getting different superstars. Oh, the Miz is also a trickster. Tricksters are pretty good about like health stealing, and mostly, I think health stealing is the biggest thing. His is really good because his yellow moves are charged, and you can get a lot of gems on the board. And then his submission's pretty good too. But as you can see, there's a lot of different superstars you could have. We have superstars from every era, from the Legends era, the Golden era, the Attitude era, the New era, and the current era. So we have, obviously, Arn Anderson, Andre the Giant for the Golden era. We have Sting, Booker T, and Stone Cold Steve Austin from the Attitude era. George Steele also from the Golden era, I believe, as well. Yes, he's good because he charges yellow moves. So there was a thing they had in October for zombies, the big Halloween thing. That's how zombie Kevin Owens came. He's all right. I mean, he's not one of my favorite, but it was an interesting thing they did. It was something new. There's obviously different superstars. There's Jeff Hardy here, and you might notice as I'm going through, there's 2 different Undertakers. There's actually like 4 different Undertakers you could get: a Striker, a Powerhouse, a Trickster, and then the Showboat. I only have 2 of them. Arguably the Showboat's really good, but the Striker, not that great. I'm going to leave them unleveled for things called Gauntlet Blitz, and I'll go through those later when we have a Gauntlet Blitz, which we might have one this week because Money in the Bank's this weekend. And last year they did a special tour. But obviously 3-star gold is the best and 1-star bronze the lowest. So you gotta enhance these guys. I'll show you to enhance and to evolve, you need to use things called tokens. You get those through playing tours and opening different loot stuff. Now, it's best to just save them, mostly, if you have a guy. Like here, I'll show you my Alberto Del Rio. Very close to be able to take him to 3-star gold. I just need a few more 2-star silver knee pads. And then he's ready. And then I wait for an event, level him up. That's why you see a lot of coins in the top there. I'm waiting for a talent up event to enhance him. So, enough about my roster. Let me show you the game. So, there's different limited time tours. There's one every day for a different class. So today, Tuesdays, are for acrobats. So you get to play this to get some acrobatic gems. And just recently, Hell Mode was put in. So what is Hell Mode? It's a much harder, much more demanding tour. So why is it harder? Well, here, I'll show you just right here. You are required to use a Showboat. So why does that make it harder? I'll show you right here what happens. If you look right under Sami Zayn there for blue moves do more damage, it says 25% more gem damage and it has the Acrobat symbol. So if you are using Acrobat against a Showboat, the Acrobat will have 25% more gem damage because that necessarily trumps it. So you want to use an Acrobat against the Showboat because you'll do way more damage. So that's why they do this, so that your opponent's going to be doing more damage with the gems. So you want to use Acrobats against Showboats. You want to use a Showboat against a Striker against a Trickster against a Technician, and Technicians against Powerhouse, and then Powerhouse against Acrobat. All those give you 25% more gem damage. So I played one part of another limited time tour. This one's for coins, Dean's Daily. You get a good amount of coins. I think it's over 200,000, I think. I have to check that. This is something for some people called VIP. That's for when you spend $3 a week for it. This is kind of a pay-to-win game thing. Obviously, the more you pay, the better roster you have, but I'll go into that a little later. I'm not all about that. So I did play one match here because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. This is my second attempt. So I'll show you guys quickly what happened. So obviously, some of my guys are low health. I've been using them a lot, trying to finish tours. I'll show you why I use Big Cass often. He clears the board very fast. You get through tours very fast. I'll show you all the moves and stuff. The move sets are pretty good to explain. They're pretty easy. I want to show the board. I won't. So as you can see, my black moves, because I have Bray Wyatt as a trainer, start with 4 Mauer. And then since it's already the first turn, I get a 5th. So I just need 1 black gem match, and then I'll have this charge for next move. Boom, and now his health went all the way low. So he's in danger. So any gem match I have will move the pin bar even more. So what I'm trying to do is for this, I'm trying to get loot boxes. So I'll use the blast gem to easily get loot boxes. I won't worry about high damage. As you can see, I'm putting blast gems down. Now, I'm sure you're curious, what does a blast gem do? And you want to put them in diagonal as best you can. I didn't here just because I only want loot gems. So here's what blast gems do. They clear the hell out of that board. Ooh, that's going to be a very powerful. That's, I want to say 45? 50, nice. All right. So that is obviously why Big Cass is one of the best. He's a top tier guy. And then we get the loot boxes. There's not a lot of loots on the ground, so yeah. We'll see what I get after this first loot. He's very excited about winning. Won't we all? 200 coins, alright. Because it's a low opponent, you won't get that much out of the loot box. The higher the opponent, the better the stuff you get out of the loot box, obviously. But that is mostly the gist of hard mode. Or not hard mode, I just read that. Of WWE Champions. One of my favorite apps I've ever played. So, this obviously is kind of a pay-to-win game. I'll show you why, kind of. If you look here, there's prices to buy stuff. So this is a special offer they have. It's not bad. Get a 3-star silver for $5 of different classes. There's certain things you can spend for $100. That's insane. So if you spend $100, you can usually do a 30 pull on different loot things. So what's that? Right here, you could, if you do spend $100, you can get 30 pull to get these superstars. Now, you'd think that the best one, Kevin Owens, if you spend $100 for it, you should get him instantly, right? Wrong. Sometimes you don't even get these guys. And there's been times I haven't even gotten the 2-star gold guys. It's very frustrating because you feel like if you spend $100, you should at least get something good guaranteed. But, guys, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That is mostly all I have for you on this. I hope you enjoy this, and I'm going to be videotaping more of the faction fields, limited time tours, and Gauntlet Blitz when they come. So be looking out for that. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I enjoy this app so much. I love this game. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. It's been good talking to you, and you take care of yourselves.